Hey folks, it's the Daily Land. Hold on one sec. Keep rolling, Case. I just want to cover that up because I don't need to get any comments from my daughter or for people that criticize the fact that I actually only have two different styles of shirt. I have these polo shirts, which I think I got for my birthday last year, and I have t-shirts. So I'm just going to keep my hand over this, so I'll keep you guessing. Daily Landsblog here, and a couple of things that I wanted to talk about today, and one of them was actually written about really well on SickNotWeak.com, and it is the change in medicines, and I believe the term was "I am scared shitless." Psychotropic medications. You like that term, psychotropic medications? I'll put my hand down. Drugs that deal with anxiety and depression and psychosis and all kinds of things are not like other drugs. And here's what makes them so complicated, and especially just your basic drugs for anxiety and depression, the antidepressants, the SSRIs, the SNRIs, the tricyclics, the MAO inhibitors, and yes, I am showing off my knowledge of this, which is a tip that I would also have, that if you feel like you will be, that you need help and that maybe medication is something, you should learn as much as you can about it. It's really, really helpful, and it's empowering, because if you don't know anything about your medications, and I'm not suggesting that you should go on medication. I'm saying if your doctor wants to prescribe something for you and you don't understand them, then you're totally beholden to your doctor. And you are 100% unable to really fight for your own well-being. So I think you should learn as much as you can. But here's what makes it so difficult, and almost like nothing else. That, painkillers, when you take them, within a half hour or an hour if they're going to work. And most medications, in fact, are like that. If you're taking a sleeping pill, then if you haven't fallen asleep in a couple hours, you can assume it's not working. But antidepressants will take anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 weeks to work. And that is torturous. I can tell you flat out, the biggest problem I've had in my life, the most sick I've ever been, the most depressed I've ever been, the most I hated existing on this planet, was in the time between I started taking medication and the medication actually kicked in. So you have this long period of time where you're waiting and you're so uneasy and you're freaking out. You try every day, you wake up and you go, oh my God, do I feel any better? I don't feel any better. The medications aren't going to work, and you start to freak out more. So it's a really difficult period of time. But what's even more difficult is when you change medications, because then, obviously there's a reason why you're changing your meds, right? It's not because they're working perfectly. So you've tried this medication, you went on the medication, it took a couple of months. Maybe you've increased your dosage, you're not getting the results you want, or the side effects are so bad. So then you say, well, I'm going to go off them. Or your doctor says that. Okay, well, we should change your meds, which doesn't sound like much until you realize what that means. Okay, we're going to change your meds means wean off this one drug, perhaps taking as long as 4 to 6 weeks to get off of it. So you're losing the effect. You're getting potentially more and more sick. And then you have to start up the other one, and potentially you have another 4 to 6 weeks to wait. So that is torturous, and it's so debilitating, and it's so frustrating, and it's just a really difficult time. So if somebody tells you, I'm changing my meds, it shouldn't be like, oh, well, that's a good thing. And if you've ever had to experience that, and if you are experiencing that, I want to let you know that there's many of us who understand exactly what that is like. And that's what SickNotWeak is really about. SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. We're here, and I'm here to tell stories like that so you could perhaps go, oh my gosh, that's me. I have felt that. Or, oh my gosh, that's my husband or my wife or my kid. It's all about sharing and understanding you are not alone.